skateboards by hand for Life Skateboards. You can get one of your own at lifeskateboard.com. Today we're going to be loading up the wide press, the long press, and the standard press. We've got 4 boards to go in each one, some 6 plies, some 7 plies, some 8 plies, and I'm just grabbing this guy right here so you can see the website. If you'd like to get a handcrafted Life skateboard of your own, go to lifeskateboard.com. All right. My dog destroyed my tripod, so I got a new one. And she didn't chew it up. She ripped it out of my hands, and it shattered. Also got a little light, so it's easier to see me now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the wide press here today. Now starting off with some 6-ply boards. So skateboards come with standard 7 plies of hard maple. Because we do everything in-house and do it ourselves, you can get exactly how many plies you want inside your skateboard. This person specifically wanted 6. Makes it a little bit lighter, not as strong. But, yep. Hoping my live does well. I got a bit of a copyright issue on one of those videos I just posted. I'm gonna go ahead and share this around real quick. A couple people told me to let them know when I'm live. Eric went ahead and sent that to Scaredy Cat. Now we're gonna post it to Facebook. All right, I'm gonna get to gluing now. Get a little bit more glue. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're watching this after the live, thank you for the support. And don't forget, get alive. Anyway, looking to get these boards done in a timely manner today. Got some guys wanting me to go film downtown with them. I haven't filmed street in a while. That's going to be fun. Really glad I decided to set up the live before I went live, so I ran into quite a few technical difficulties setting up today. If you guys have been watching my full videos, hello. Really been wanting to use my buddy Scaredy Cat's music, and that worked for one video. Then there seems to be some sort of a copyright issue. So we're working with his distributor, getting an answer on that one. But for now, those videos will just have some copyright-free music on them. Really been enjoying using Eric's music though. So hopefully I can get back to that here shortly. Alright, I'm going to repeat, as I do on every live, why we glue by hand. So if you watch any factory manufacturer, they're going to have a glue machine that they push the plies through. However, they miss a few. The glue machine can only get both sides of the ply, so it skips the face plies, because you don't want glue on the outside of your skateboard. And the crossband can't go through it because it'll snap. So we want to make sure we get full glue coverage on every side of every ply inside your skateboard. So we glue by hand. I think the difference is physically palpable. Did I say that right? I just used the wrong word for that. Sorry guys. I used a big word wrong. Tangible. That's the word I'm looking for. It's early in the morning. Ish. Our boards are really, really strong, in case you didn't get that. And we've got something for everybody at Life Skateboards. Got over 77 shapes listed on the website. There's plenty of options that aren't on the website. You just got to talk to us about it. We got you. I am making skateboards. Gluing the veneer by hand to ensure full glue coverage on every side of every board. Yeah, we'll be gluing and taping up 4 of them, and then I'll swing the camera around to the press, and you guys will see the presses getting raised up. Then we'll move on to the next one. We're going to be loading 3 presses today. And like I said, we got a standard 7-ply inside of your skateboard, but this one here is a 6-ply, customer request. And we got a couple 8-plies to finish up today as well. I see a question and my eyes are not that good. So give me a moment here and I'll get to you. Gotta tape these up. All right, question's been asked. This is definitely not doable with next to nothing. It takes a lot of trial and error. You need your molds, your presses, your glue, your veneer, and all of these other tools. You're gonna need to make templates for every shape you want. You're gonna need something to put your truck holes in, something to route it out, a belt sander, edge router, drum, Mac wheel, orbital, and then you're gonna have to have a graphic application process, which for us is a lino block. How does the tape help here? The tape holds the veneer in place side to side so it doesn't shift around in the press. And what I mean by that is not like the whole layup shifting, the veneer within the layup shifting left or right. But it's also how we label the boards. My boss started doing this in 2012, if that gives you an idea of how long it takes to get everything together. I joined about 3 or 4 years ago. Probably 3. I don't know. I hit my head a lot. I'm not sure how time goes. By the way, this is lifeskateboard.com. Just go get a board of your own. Make sure you support your board makers that are caring about quality, not factories that just care about a number. I mean, they work. They work. I guess that's the best I can say to that about vacuum seal setups. They work, but this is better, I guess is how I want to say that. I've seen some really tight glue lines from vacuum seal setups. But I have never skated a board from a vacuum seal setup. But whatever you do, if you do choose to start making skateboards, here's my advice. Find what the industry is lacking and provide a service like stronger boards, more options, long press and cure times, not using heat transfer, that sort of thing. And fill the gap that the industry lazily created. Don't just be one of those copy and paste brands that you see all over the place that are honestly just probably CCS boards printed with a random graphic on it. Do something different. In the meantime, support the guys that are already doing something different. That's how I look at it. All right, there's 2 done. And I'll swing you guys all the way around because I'm going to put these 2 in the press. I'm not going to raise up the press yet. I am having a slight issue with this tape, so bear with me. I don't even have a bear here. Ha! It's early. That's the extent of my humor right now. Sorry. It's also day 1 of flipping my sleep schedule around a little bit, so I'm real sorry if I'm all tired and cranky. I hope I'm not cranky. Tired and annoying is probably better way to put it. I'm sure I'm annoying. This is kind of bugging me. Whatever I am, I'm definitely not as annoying as this tape. I feel pretty dumb on this one. Yep, we can do that. Somebody said 9.0 with a 14-inch wheelbase. We got tons of those. Tons of them. If you go to lifeskateboard.com, you're going to see that there's an option for wheelbase changes for every shape. And if you don't see the option on there, just reach out to us and we'll get it done for you. Jeez. Guys, bear with me for a second here. I gotta go find some more tape here, because these rolls are not working for me. Alright, found some. Thank God. I didn't want to have to go all the way to the other building for that. Sweet. Trash. Give me a moment again, I gotta sand this down. Running it. When you work with a lot of glue and tape, the glue gets mixed up in the tape, and then it gets all stuck together. Kind of sucks. But do what you gotta do. All right, I'm seeing some questions. Well, You mean Andy Anderson's shape that kind of has that shape to it? The shape that we've had for a long time? It's called our twin. We've had that shape for a very long time. Hey, you guys have a really cool board maker out in Australia, Omniboards. Thanks for tuning in. I designed this shape because I'm tired of people skating popsicles and thinking that that's all they can skate. I just posted a couple edits skating that. You can do anything on anything. You should check out what shapes we have. Yeah, they're a factory doing things very correctly. I love it. But yeah, they're really cool. I like Omniboards. But yeah, as for checking out other shapes, we've got over 77 listed on the website, as well as some that aren't listed. So, have we thought of it? Yeah, probably. That's the answer to about every shape. We've been doing eggs since before they were cool. We've been doing twin tails and twin pops before they got popular. But here's a trick question. That shape that's pretty close to the one you asked about, what was that designed after? Double vision shape. Yeah. Yep. What's funny is Andy had one of those shapes in his hands pretty close to when that shape came out. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, that is a symmetrical board shape that we've had for a very, very long time. And the original shape that is based off of is the double vision board. The first board with the double kick. Yeah, just check out our website, lifeskateboard.com, if you'd like to check out our shapes. Like I said, there's over 77 of them listed, and we got plenty that aren't listed. You can make anything symmetrical. You can make, if the sizes match somewhere in the center, you can combine two templates, make it the same shape. One shape, I apologize. Let's see. You can get a 6, 7, or 8 ply. Hello, Pitterman. Yeah, I can tell. That's exactly why I made my shape too. Don't think I'm gonna be. Yeah. Anyway, do we ship to Australia? Hey, love Australia. Yes, we ship all over the world. There is a flat rate shipping, and international shipping sucks right now. So we always suggest people that are going for international shipping to order with some friends. That way you're splitting up the flat rate between people. It's the cheapest option. But we do ship all over the world. Love the idea of sending some boards out to Australia. We ship some over to Europe quite a bit. All that fun stuff. Am I making a board? I'm making several boards. But yes. No, I am not over there. 36th. This shop is located in New Palestine, Indiana, just east of Indianapolis. What did we get asked here? I saw a question. Crazy, even Italy? Yes, we do ship to Italy. You guys do have a board maker there that experiments with carbon fiber. Love those guys. But yeah, we do ship all over the world. Like I said, flat rate shipping for international, so we're with some friends. And we'll get it out to you. Yo! Ah, yeah, Indianapolis, Naptown. Our little war zone, I guess. That's a weird way to say it. It's pretty easy to find out where I'm from. You guys got to see the sweaty inside of my glove there. Ew, somebody's riding a real board? Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, here's where'd I put it? If you want, screenshot that right there and go to the website and check everything out for us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's a contact on there. But yeah. And then when you pick out your graphic, you're going to be selecting from a bunch of different lino blocks. Those are hand-carved relief images. We use lino blocks to apply our graphics because it applies no heat to the board. Heat transfers damage to the board, whether it's the easiest way to get graphics on there or not. We don't care about easy, we care about the quality that we give you. All the graphics are listed on the website. One that isn't listed is this one here. This is just a cutout of one of the prints. If you want this graphic, this is my dog. I found her at the skate park and rescued her. Just put the Lori graphic in the notes and we'll get it for you. Let's see here. I got one more board to press, to glue up, and then we will load up the press. What's my dog doing? My dog is probably sleeping right now. What time is it? I got up 4 hours ago. Took her out for a little over an hour. Finishing this up and going home. I can bring her to work with me. We've got a big property. I've got a dog house back there. But it's real muddy out right now. So unfortunately, she couldn't come to work with me today. Someone asked, does the dog skate too? No, she does not skate. But we are training her to get closer to skateboards. When I found her at the park, she was very aggressive towards boards. Trying to take them out from underneath your feet, all that fun stuff. I've been working really hard to keep her interest off the board. Did a lot of training with her to get her there. But there is a skateboarding dog that rides our boards. Rip It Rampage skates a 6-ply chubby stubby from us. Yeah, that's right, the skateboarding bulldog. But yeah, he's haven't seen them in a while. I need to go check on that. Whew. Ah, I see you guys discussing head injuries there. Somebody said wear a helmet, because that's smart, and you are smart. I wear a helmet for vert and learning new hand plans. Hey, there you go. You want purple, which would be I think we should be able, let me just check something real quick for you. If we are low on purple veneer, we'll just roll the ink out for you. But yeah, you can throw that graphic on there. Just put it in the notes that you want the Lori graphic. Camo grip tape. That one you're going to have to get on your own. We sell Jessup and clear. But I think that would look pretty rad. We do have a full shop. If you need to make it a complete, you can make my life complete. It's an option on there that's pretty cheap. Makes the, I say pretty cheap, it's very fair. $110 plus the price of the deck gets you Ace or Indy trucks. I believe Slappy's still an option. Reds bearings, grip tape, pig's wheels, and hardware. What we got? That sounds rad though. We always put a top graphic on the board. We've got several different top graphics that we use. There's one that was cut for Andrew Allen, as you can see right here, sticking through the grip tape. There's one top graphic. We also have, like, you can request what you want on the top graphic as well. But all those options are on the website, and you have an option in the notes to put in whatever you want. So yeah, check us out. I'll be stoked to make a board for you. And it's gonna make sure it's exactly what you want, because the one thing about life boards is they last a lot longer than people think. Yes. Thanks, Rex. Yes, have I tried Skyline Chili? Yes, I have. Have I gone to Cincinnati a lot? Yes, I have. You know what? See these? These are from Cincinnati. From Lou Ross. My opinion? It's pretty good. There's my opinion. Now, I used to go to Cincinnati quite a bit. The University of Cincinnati's got amazing street spots. And then, used to be going through Columbus to skate naked and go to Cincinnati to go see Lou Ross, stop by, say hi. All that fun stuff. All right, I'm going to drag you guys over here, and we're going to load up the press. You want to make a board? Well, make one with me right now. So we just glued all these up by hand. Now we're going to throw a separator in there and start putting the molds in. So alignment is extremely important. If the boards aren't aligned, they don't get pressed properly. And when I say alignment, I just mean side to side and end to end. Which becomes, end to end becomes pretty easy when the veneer is bigger than the mold itself. so there's 2 in the bottom mold. We're going to take these separators off and throw the upper mold in. Like I said, alignment is extremely important, so you're going to just see me getting a little finicky over here, making sure everything's straight, lined up, and good to go. Alright, throwing another separator in there, and then I'll be able to read you guys' questions while I'm raising up the press. These guys are going to be a little tight. I had to throw in a new jack this morning, and I apparently did not adjust it properly. So we're just going to have a little bit of elbow grease to get this in there. That was a lot less effort than I expected it to take. Alright, now we're good to go. We're going to be raising up the press here, which takes a minute, but I'll be right back to it. Alright, we got some questions here. Let's see. Hey, whoa, Hitman. I got 2 things to say. Skateboarding is for everybody, and we've got a board that'll work for you if you need it. What is it? There's an Instagram. It's pressure cracks to a healthier life. There's guys around that weight that are absolutely ripping, my dude. If anybody makes fun of you, remind them that you're playing with a toy, and there really shouldn't be anything to make fun of. And if you do have troubles with your board, snapping boards, things like that, we can make you an 8-ply board that's going to last a lot better. My buddy has parked his car on an 8-ply board before. And then I would just suggest using Bones hard bushings in whatever trucks you choose. But skateboarding's for everybody. Don't let somebody making fun of you stop you from your passion. That's a bummer to hear that people were doing that to you. Hitman, get out and skate. Hey Roger, and do you see the support here from strangers? However, I will keep saying, I'm gonna not have good things to say about factory boards no matter what. Sorry. I got a bunch of life boards. I do not skate hard bushing. I weigh about 170 or 180. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. And I take my Ace truck stock, remove the bottom washer, and keep it right there. Nice, loose, rattly. Great turn radius. All that fun stuff. All right, we're almost getting to the fun part. So what you're about to see is glue squeezing out on the side of the press as the excess glue squeezing out between the plies of hard maple. All right. So there you go. There's your squeeze out right there. Nine plies by accident. Actually, no, that board's in the other room. Yeah, I accidentally pressed a 9-ply when somebody asked for an 8-ply. So that was just a big old monster. Yes, I have made a very comically thick board. But I mean, we also repressed some of the scrap to make things. Let's see, do I have any random pieces? Yeah, so like pressing boards back together that were the ends that weren't used, stuff like that. Yeah, I wouldn't. So Hitman, here's what I would suggest with us. Just get an 8-ply board from us. It's more rigid. The concave is extremely deep, so it's going to be extremely rigid the entire time you're riding it. You're not going to worry about flex or anything like that. VXs are strong, but they do flex. And some people want that, but it sounds like that's not what you want. So just go to lifeskateboard.com. If you need a complete, you can get one right there too. We'll make it for you. Let me think about it. I'm actually about to press 2 8-plies right now. So your standard board, there we go. Your standard board is going to come with 7 plies of maple, but for somebody that's a little bit heavier or harder on their boards, you can get them in 7 plies from us. Yes, it's going to be a little bit heavier, but my response to that is just build up your leg strength. I skate a board with Ace Classics, risers, rails, and it gets all the way to 10 inches wide on the tail, and I don't have a problem with weight on the board at all. And I also came back from a broken leg where I didn't walk for 6 weeks and still had no problem getting that strength back up. So it doesn't take much to overcome a heavy board. So I would always suggest getting an 8-ply from us if you're worried about snapping stuff. And I'll show you the difference in a second here between an 8 and a 7-ply. And alignment on this board specifically is going to be extremely important. This is a special request for our widest board that we sell. It's 11.75 inches wide. And they want an 8-ply. There you go. Go fast and know your balance point. I hope your carbon bowls. Carb bowls. Skate bowls, skate curbs. Have fun. Don't rush your progression. Just enjoy it. Always fun. Now dropping in though, that's going to be easy for you. Super easy. It's almost impossible to fall forward dropping in unless you're on something super steep. If you're on something super steep, you just need to make sure you're dropping with the board, if that makes sense. I learned how to comfortably drop in on vert a couple years ago. It's 12-foot ramp with 14 inches of vert. Oh man, that sucks. Prefab parks. So Yeah, I don't know about if wide decks are trending or not. I think it's just what companies are pushing out. With eggs, the reason you're not able to get a tray flip, perfect. I'll use this shape right here to explain it. So on a popsicle, you're gonna have that whole edge right there to pop your tray off of. With an egg, it kind of comes to more of a point. It's not an actual point like a punk point, but it comes to more of a point. So what you're gonna want to do to balance that out is set up for your normal tray and then shift your back foot heel slide just a little bit and you should have it just fine. Tail shapes really affect where your back foot placement needs to be for flip tricks, and that's about it. But you should get an egg from us because we've been doing eggs since well before they were cool, and they're not factory garbage. Go to lifeskateboard.com. Get yourself a 10-inch egg. My buddy Luke is riding a 10-inch egg right now, symmetrical. Uh-oh. That's weird. Yeah, I love telling people they can't fall forward on drop-ins and then they do it. That's always the worst feeling ever. Oh, I didn't explain. Did I? Nope. Ah, yeah, here we are. So what just happened there that I didn't explain was that in between the crossbands there are 2 vertical grains rather than 1, which gives us the 8-ply board. We also have a 10-inch pop. Sounds like everybody that's on that boy needs to get a life. That's from lifeskateboards.com. We have a 10-inch pop called the 10. Why should you get a life, you ask? Because they're going to last a lot longer. They're going to have better concave. You know the guy that's making it for you. All those reasons. The guy that made your skateboard's name is Casper. And the guy who cut the shape out and designed this name is Sam. And those are the only 2 names you gotta know. Really cool when people run into each other that they know on my lives. Small world, isn't it? Looks like that press is doing just fine. I was worried about that new jack. All right. Take that guy up. And on to the next one. Let's move you around. Let's give you some variety today. Sam, the cutting man, is currently out of town. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like every platform I get on, it finds the right people to be on my page. I was kind of worried my YouTube would be a little bit throttled. Because I had a bit of a copyright issue and I've never had that before. Gotta get some more glue out there. But Sam will be back in the next week or so. Yes. Are there cross plies in factory boards? Yes, they still have the same construction. They've got 2 cross bands and 5 vertical grains. But like I've said before, the reason that we glue by hand is because the glue machines in factories can't glue the cross bands, nor can they glue the faces. The reason they can't glue the faces is because it gets both sides of the ply, and they don't want glue on the outside. And the reason they can't get the cross bands is because it's on a belt, and this would just roll right up and snap. But because we are gluing everything by hand here, we can give you full coverage on every side of the inside of your skateboard without a glue machine. Just a little extra step of quality that we like to pass on to you. Hard time cutting it by hand. I guess maybe there's a typo, Roger. I'm not understanding what you're saying. Sorry. Where's Alistair? Nobody's in my chat screaming about McRibs anymore. I need to know. Where's he at? Nope, it wouldn't. Hard maple is the best material for skateboards. That's why we stick with it. The way we make boards has a great result, and that's why we stick with the way we're doing things. Should get a board from us so you can feel what a good skateboard feels like. Somebody just said, my friend is opening up a skate shop. Not sure if the other guy has the paperwork to get one open. All that fun stuff. I am going to just go ahead and put this out there right now. The industry is not doing very well. The industry is planning on not doing very well. And unfortunately, unless there's a second venture with that skate shop, it's just not a good idea right now. With the way things are going, as far as production already being outsourced, and the extra money that'll probably get added to that, things are not about to go well for the industry, it seems. We definitely wouldn't want to add anything to the boards themselves like that. We boast our all wood construction because maple is the strongest. We don't want anything to split on the top ply. We don't want anything like that. And there are some companies that use birch mixed in with their maple, and that sucks. Birch sucks. Birch is a very cheap wood, and a lot of the larger distribution companies are happy with putting birch in their price points. So that's why we stick with all of our hard Great Lakes maple. However, what we choose for our top ply is always something with a beautiful wood grain on it. Whether that be flagging, quilting, bird's eye, things like that. We like to make those, we separate those plies from the orders as they come in. So when I get a big chunk of veneer to sort through, I'm going for the really pretty stuff, and I'm setting that aside so that I can go on the top or bottom of your board. However, our graphics themselves have a texture to them. So I think you should have a life board in your hand. Then you'll understand a little better. I saw another question. No. So somebody said, are you setting it up with grip and stuff? Eventually. So the process of making a skateboard takes quite a bit of time. You've got 24 hours inside the press, 7 days of cure time, and then after that, the shape is cut out of the pressed board, the graphic is applied, and then and then a clear coat, and then the customer can throw grip tape on there if they'd like. Hey, thanks for popping in, Justin. Justin is the newest member of our team. Justin is from Indianapolis. He's got a mean Rick flip. And he is skating our twin popsicle board right now. You should go check out Justin right down there. Oh, that's so smart. Yep, okay. Hitman, great. There is another skate shop opening in our state that is going to be combined with a tattoo shop, and that is going to be the thing that carries it through the slow times. That is such a good idea. Good job, Hitman. Your friend knows what they're doing. Gotta have something to make it through the slow times. You forgot the tricks. It's like riding a bike. You'll be back to it, I promise. But when you're ready for a real skateboard that's not a factory piece of crap, go to lifeskateboard.com and get you one. We'll be right here waiting to make your board. I've got one more to glue up after this one, and then we're on to the standard press. And then I go home, eat some lunch, and go film downtown with some locals. That's the move for today. But hey, welcome back though. Welcome back to skating. How long was your break? I love hearing that there's a bunch of people coming back. Oh, sorry, I missed a question. How much are these boards? So at lifeskateboard.com, you're going to have all the prices, upcharges, and things like that listed. But our popsicles start at $70, and then the shapes go up from there. So $79 for a shape. That's like, do I have one right here? No, I don't. Our twins are $79, and then shapes kind of go up from there based on the labor intensiveness of the shaping. But if you want to check out prices, you can go to lifeskateboard.com and check those out. Upcharges would be like adding wheel wells, extra plies, things like that. Yeah, you'll get it, man. Just give it some time. But making decks is pretty fun. It's a great, I love my job. Glad I landed here. Things would always be better if everybody got a life. And it's kind of fun to tell customers, get a life, because that's what we do. So, I mean, people used to say that our boards were kind of expensive. Now, factory boards have caught up with us in prices. Alistair's here. Yes, I love the McRib. Yes, sir. But yeah, we're good for the quality. I'll go ahead and tell the story of how I found Life Skateboards, and that's my testament to their quality. I was working in a skate shop, skating every day, really hard every day, and I was going through a deck a week. That's expensive. But basically, one day a week, I would take a board as pay. And I just kind of accepted that all boards were the same. I wasn't ever going to get something that would last that long. And then a guy came into our shop and wanted me to try out these boards that he said he pressed in Ohio. And I skated one, and it was just extremely strong. Lasted me twice as long as everything else. And I was loving it. I was advertising it all over the place. And then I got a message from somebody, the guy that used to work here. It said, hey, I made that board. So the guy that brought it in was lying to me. And that was my introduction to Life Skateboards. I got invited up to the bowl to skate, hang out, see things. And then about a year and a half later, I was working here. So Life boards just last a lot longer. A lot more rigid, just strong. I love it. Really challenged my idea that a lot of boards are the same. Oh, I'm sorry, planes. I mean, that kind of stuff just falls into your lap when you're just enjoying skateboarding. Working in a skate shop isn't as glamorous as they say. I will say I have some of my worst experiences in the industry working in that shop. Thank God those doors are closed. Thank God I'm not working there anymore. And thank God the original owner is on his way to prison. But just be careful. The industry's doing some weird stuff right now. Yeah, I mean, all the pros are a lot more accessible than people would think. Once a year I go skate with Eric Dressen and Jim Gray. All great people. Did somebody just tell Alistair to full send a McRib down the stairs? Because he would win that one. If you guys aren't familiar with Alistair, Alistair is our local McRib enthusiast. I say local because this is channel. I think since day 2 of me doing lives, he's been on here preaching about the McRib, and I'm not going to stop him. I love it. I think it's hilarious. But I have advised him that, making a cult about the McRib isn't the best idea when your name is Alistair. Because the last Alistair that made a cult, he wasn't the best guy. No cults of the McRib. Crowley touched children. Be careful with that. All right, I'm just be careful. Usu. Crowley touched children. He wrote 11 laws, one of which was do no harm to children, and then touch children. So we're not gonna. Yeah. It's almost like cult leaders set rules and then don't follow them. Not arguing about the 11 laws of Earth. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, we're not going to have a religious conversation today unless it's Alistair. All right, this is the point where Alistair finds all of his members. You have a bar that's set for you that's pretty low. Just don't be like Crowley. Sometimes. I sure am sometimes. There you go. See, I don't know if what Alistair's doing right now can be considered a cult because nobody's manipulated by it. We all just love the McRib. Neat. You're aware that Jimmy Page also did some things with kids. Just let's all just remember that time era wasn't a really good time for role models. That time period was a lot of grooming and bad things. I don't know how my life turned into this. We think it's meat. Does the McRib have meat in it? We sure think it is. We're not sure. It looks like something that was repressed into what looks like a rack of ribs. Meat. We don't question it. McRibs are one of those things that are like, is it gross? Probably. Does it taste good? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Seriously, the sauce for McRibs is insane. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the effect Alistair has on my lives. He makes everybody hungry. That's a pretty cool effect to have. All right, now we're raising up the press one more time. Is that a Zephyr? No. These are all Life skateboards. In case you guys were wondering, this is Life Skateboards. You see, we make our own boards here. So the things that are on our walls are gonna be Life Skateboards. The things that are hanging around my pressing area are the boards that I designed. That would be my original signature shape and my new signature shape. Hitman, describe to me what a soprano sandwich is right now. Because I'm hungry, and after I'm done working here, I'm going to go eat. When I come back, I'm going to need to know about it. remember, these are going to have to be aligned really well. These are actually represses from a special order. Alright, now take these separators off, add the next row there. Yeah, I'll show you my signature shape in just a moment here. As soon as I get this, because the glue is a little time sensitive. Roger asked, are you hiring? No. You know what we are doing though? We're accepting orders at all times so I can be full time. Remember, support the guys that are doing things for the industry. But, let me see, Roger said, how do these molds get made? So Sam designs it, and then he has a friend. Sam designs the mold, the concave itself, then makes these blocks out of maple, and has a friend CNC cut it. He has hand-carved molds in the past, but it is very difficult to match the mold to top and bottom. So CNC cutting is the best way to get the best result. This one was a lot tougher to get in than the other one. Like I said, I swapped around jacks this morning, so stuff is just a little bit off today. That's not supposed to be that difficult to get in there. At all. Got a lot of realigning to do here. Sorry. Alignment is extremely, extremely important. What gets annoying is that as soon as you move one piece, the rest of the press moves. Ugh, real frustrated. All right. Yeah, it's just for the precision of it. As soon as I raise this up, we'll go look at one of my signature shapes, do some measurements, talk about it, talk about how I designed it, why I designed it, and go from there. This is a new jack, so it's going up a little further than I want it to. All right, so that's pressed there. Before I get started on the standards, we will go over my signature. I actually have a blemished version of my signature to do the graphic on myself here. Let me grab a tape measure and the shape this was designed after. So, before I had my own shape, this is the shape that I was skating. This is the Stinger from Life Skateboards. Something that really frustrated me and annoyed me was that people were calling shaped boards cruisers, or being like, oh, you can't do flip tricks on that. Meanwhile, I'm doing flip tricks on it. So that bummed me out to here. So I wanted to design something that was as weird as possible while still having functionality. So I took the Stinger, I grabbed the template from it, and I traced out that shape on the ground. And then I put my feet on the board, on the traced out shape, and moved my feet for every flip trick. And then marked off what I didn't feel was necessary to take off weight. And what we ended up here was, your flick point's gonna be right here. This is just for comfort. Right here, really nice for grabs. Now this is the second version of this shape. The original shape was slightly more narrow, as you can see there. And it created a weak point right here, and we don't give out boards with weak points. So we just beefed it up a little bit. So for me, all my flip tricks are happening right off that edge right there. You kind of treat this as if this isn't there when you're doing flip tricks on this shape. As far as the edges right here, when I go for a frontside air, right in there. Good curve to grab onto. When I'm doing a layback air, another curve to pull on. If I'm doing a layback air varial, another curve to pull on and turn. If I'm doing a Miller flip, grab, yank back. And then I like these little curves here. So if I want to like slide the board a little bit, do a little short power slide, knock it into the coping, or I like to bonk poles when I pass them, stuff like that. Just hang my heel off right there in that curve and smack it over. I also like the really wide fishtail that I gave myself. Gives me, as we were talking about earlier, with an egg board, you got a smaller point, so you have to shift your foot in. For me, foot tricks just kind of shifted out that way. Symmetrical shape, nah, I don't think so. The reason that I enjoy this being non-symmetrical is because it just feels right for a lot of my tricks. I like how it flips for frontside flips, because it looks really odd while it's flipping. I wanted things to look really odd. The point of my board is to prove that symmetrical or even just popsicles themselves aren't necessary to skateboard and enjoy it. And so, yep, that's why this is the way it is. But here's a good example. This is something that we would never let out to a customer. See, every once in a while the board splits in the press. And what do we do with those? Ice skate them. Thank you. I mean, I also just posted 2 good edits from Q Skate Park if you want to see it in action. One of the other really cool things about this shape is when I do a front foot impossible sweeper, my toes catch right there and come right around. Lean airs, right there, melons, Weddle, frontside air, stalefish. And when I do a seatbelt grab, that just feels right there, doesn't it? It's got a little notch for you to grab onto. Oh, and here we go. Sorry, I didn't even check the length. So the length on this guy is 32.5. And I actually keep my wheelbase something a little bit smaller than you would think for something this size. I keep it at 14.25. That's the same from our Twin. That was my favorite wheelbase that I used when I skated the Twin. This is on the nose. It's 7 inches wide. Gets all the way down to 6 5/8 at its most narrow point. Wide point 9 3/4 on the front truck bed, 9 1/4 on the back truck bed, 9 1/2 on the tail. But yeah, you can check out clips there. I do post a lot to Instagram. That's Stranger Casper on Instagram. I'm trying to focus on YouTube more. I just posted 2 edits from Q Skate Park over the last, I don't know how long it's been, a few days that I did that. I think we should measure everything in the amount of McRibs it takes. I think Alistair's right on that. But yeah, there's not really many adjustments. You'd think like, one thing that I was worried about with the shape is crooked grinds. And that's what I usually use to determine if I like a shape or not. Because I like to figure out how you can crooked grind with each shape. There's always going to be a different angle to hold it, a different amount of surface area that the edge of the ledge is sliding on throughout the crook. But for that one, I really like it. My setup's in the car and I do not feel like grabbing it, but I'm working on back switch and regular crooks right now. Definitely easier to do with the board backwards, but it's not hard to do with the board forward. It's just an intimidating shape that people think they have to skate differently, but they really don't. All right, give me one moment here. I'll be right back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just have some patience with me. I gotta step outside real quick. I'll be honest, Casper's gotta pee. And I'm back. Sorry. Brain the lizard. Thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. Sean of the bread. I'm here. Don't worry, guys. Just, you know, poison controls on the fridge. All that fun stuff. What if I just never came back to the live and just left it on there? So many people left from me stepping out to pee. But all right, we're going to be loading up the last press today. So, in comparison to what we were doing on the last press, on the wide press here, we were using 7-ply and 8-ply boards. Today, guys, I'm having trouble talking today. On this press, we're going to be doing 2 7-plies and 2 6-ply boards. These are for special orders. For the homie Levi. Levi actually pre-ordered 3 of the Laurie graphic. The Laurie graphic is my dog. The way we got that graphic done was we put out the option for people to be able to pre-order it. And if we could hit 25, then we would be able to commission our artist. And we were. That was awesome. 25 boards signed and numbered by me, my boss, and my dog. Got a little paw print on those. So there's 25 of those floating around. Actually 26 because I took a number 0 of 25. But makes me happy to see those limited numbers skated. That makes me real happy. It's a scary thought, but at least it's exciting, right, Mary Sue? It's a scary but exciting thought. Like, where could Alistair lead us? To McDonald's? I don't know. I'm very broke at the moment, so I'm not stopping at McDonald's. Sorry. I almost 100% believe Alistair that he is. One day I'm going to find out Alistair is like one of my close friends, and this has all been a game. And none of this is real. But until then, the facade continues. I sure hope it dries up before these guys want to skate downtown. It rained last night. And I'm literally going downtown just to get one clip that they asked for. Thank you, I appreciate that. It feels very stable. It lets you, it holds your feet in there really well. And as you can see, I like to grab my board a lot, and the curves on there just feel good for grabs. The one I'm skating in those videos is a Casper collage on a Casper signature. That means I had fun with the graphic and did whatever I wanted. That has been a thing for a while now. You just have to order a collage and then put Casper collage in the notes, and I just do my thing. I have a lot of fun experimenting with the inks. We might have a bit of an issue here. An issue that might take up some of my time to fix. Having lots of tape issues today. Sorry, guys. That's a lot of effort. That is a lot of effort. Bear with me while I look through this cabinet for glue. Otherwise, Mom and Dad are going to leave again for a second. Dang it, I don't have any more tape in here. I might have to go to the other building real quick and grab some tape. You know what? It might be, oh, wait. Tape. Yes, there we go. Fresh tape. I just buried it behind some Band-Aids. You guys are great. I'm loving this. But or whatever. Alistair, I don't think I'm ever getting that brand deal with McDonald's again. They asked. I raised my price significantly, and they ignored me. Damn it. You guys are going to see me get real frustrated if this tape keeps doing this. All right, down to the last 3 boards, and then I am gonna clean up and head out. Go home, take the dog out, eat some food, and then meet the guys downtown to go skate. And then it's my my fiance's first day at her new job, so I'm gonna take her out to dinner tonight. No, Alistair, we're not getting McRibs. I'm sorry. It comes with really tangy sauce and pickles. And Alistair loves it. So please, can you do better for me? I hope that works. I was just taking Alistair's advice. He said, just talk to the tape about the McRib, and maybe it'll simmer down. I hope that simmered down a little bit. Of course. Yeah, you know, made sure that was in the budget for tonight. Don't get to go out and do a lot of stuff, so make sure that she has a nice dinner on her first day of work. We don't go out to eat a lot, so I'm gonna go home, make myself food, and then take her out to dinner tonight. She deserves it. I don't. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's a huge supporter of what I do. She actually filmed probably every clip that you watched of me. She's an amazing filmer. Gotta do a little bit of surgery on this ply right here. Keep it from continuing to split. Man, she's awesome. She deserves all that respect. Really excited for her with this new job, especially since it means I get to come home to her in the evenings instead of waiting for her to get off in the evenings. So that makes me really happy. She hasn't really had time to quad skate in a while. She quad skates with me while I skate. And I'm excited to get her back on a schedule with me to do that. All right, there's those 2 6-plies. Now we're going on to some just straight up natural boards. No color in them at all. Odd, but it is what it is. So if you're seeing little pieces of tape that are already on the veneer as we go through here, what that is sometimes these crossbands have some weak spots. You can kind of see that one right there, but here it's not separated. Sometimes it separates before we get them in the press, and just throw a little bit of tape on the edge to make sure they don't overlap while the boards are getting pressed. Because if they overlap, they're no good. We don't want that. If there's just a split, it's going to get filled with glue inside the board. It's all right, Roger. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I hope. I got to go get stretched out and warmed up to skate. But have a great day, Roger. Thanks for popping in as usual. I won't be working too much this week, but maybe I'll pull the camera out for a live in the mornings while I'm cleaning the skate park. Hey, there you go. That's a trooper right there. The day that I met Morgan, we went out on a date. I went and took her to a skate park, and I haven't been to that one yet, and I'm gonna be honest, it sucked. So I didn't really go in. We skated in the parking lot a little bit, and then I knew she was the one when within a day of meeting, she wanted to come with me on a filming trip, which was awesome. See you, Roger. So she came along on a filming trip. She was, I spent a lot of that time in the early days of the COVID thing in a mini ramp in a barn. It had a wall behind it, and she was behind the wall just learning how to pump. Eventually, she got into quad skating and immediately started to progress. She tried to, she took her first really gnarly slam while I was out at Major Taylor's with her. And there's a hand plant they do where it's both hands on the coping, push off and turn 180. She had done the both hands on the coping, go back to backwards, and then tried to turn, slipped out, and knocked her tooth in half. I wasn't by her when it happened, but she just kind of casually walked up to me with her tooth in her hand and showed me. And she was pretty alright about it. She's my little Hesh Queen. Hesh Queen on 8 wheels. Yeah, that's how you know if they're going to stick with it, if they take that good slam and they get right back up. She does scare me though. She's got a bad back. So every time she takes a slip out fall, it scares the crap out of me. I love it. It made me... I remember like how proud she was that she had it. She like kept... The Major Taylor says a whole paint job covering the whole park. She like kept that little piece of tooth because it's got some of the paint from where she dug into the concrete with her teeth. She was rad. She's my little Hesh Queen. I love it. And you wouldn't think it looking at her. She's a sweet little, cute little thing. If she better not be watching this. She's at work. But yeah, she's the best. When I met her, she had an Amazon Complete, and we got rid of that real fast. She does have a coffin from us, from Life Skateboards. I need to get her better trucks, because we set it up with crooks at one point, and those things don't like to turn. But she's just doing so much better with quad skating that I think it's really fun. That and just the I've figured out timing with quad skating where I can just like carve a bowl around her while she's going back and forth. She's got a lot of friends that do it. Hey, thanks, Corey. Appreciate you and glad we could help out, especially Alistair. And don't you worry, Alistair always gets on my lives. And he gives you the greatest health advice for your diet, everything. But food poisoning sucks, man. Hope you feel better. Hope you feel better and have a great day. Believe this is the last board I'm gluing today. And then I'm just gonna head on out. Maybe later this week I'll come back in and print a couple shirts. Print my board and go from there. Stay saucy. Saucy, my boy. Sorry, that's Morgan and I's Naruto joke. You guys need to be careful, is what it sounds like. Yeah, seriously, I hope you all feel better. Food poisoning is not fun. And next time, I'll charge this little ring light a lot better. I was pretty stoked to use it. I had to buy a new tripod this morning, so I figured why not grab that thing. And a real cool portable charger. So now I can like not let my phone die and have shorter videos. Yeah, once again, Alistair's food advice should not be taken lightly. Should be taken like some type of religious text. Not sure which type of religious text, but I'm really glad. Is that dude that was like supporting Aleister Crowley still on my live? Because that was silly. Not much, Top. Nice. I'm glad you could get that sorted out quickly. Not much. Right now, I'm going to be loading up this press here. And raising it up so you guys can see the boards get raised in the press. As you can tell, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna go home, take the dog out, drink some coffee, and go skate. About dropped everything. Throwing these last two boards in here. And we should be good to go to raise this up. clean up my area and then head out for the day. All right, I see a question on there, and I'll get to that in a second. See you guys. Nor, I don't cancel me, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I saw someone say Australian accent, and I watched Koala Man a lot, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Don't cancel me for that one. Koala Man is great. I hear it's regionally accurate. Someone confirm. Thank you. In a minute here, it's going to look a lot cooler. Is it? I hope it's not raining too. I wish it was. I hope it's dry. Some of the local kids want me to get a clip for their video. And they know me real well. They got a French dude paid me out for saying no, so we deported him. I'm scared. Mary Sue, don't deport me. I'm not even there. Please. But I hope I can skate. It rained last night, but we're gonna really hope that it's dry today. All I'm doing is getting the 360 Bomos down a gap. Do I win points in Australia if I say Taz did it first? Because Taz did it first. Taz Papas did it first. The McRib does the deportation. Alright, so that looked really cool. Here's the cooler part. You get to see all that glue starting to squeeze out. Oh, somebody, I made a Australian accent, and there's Australians in here, and I don't want to offend, but listen, Koala Man is a great show, all right? I assume that was some of you Australians that did that, and I appreciate it. But all right, guys, that's it for my work today. If you haven't, I'm going to go ahead and leave the live going for a second while I'm cleaning up. So if you have any questions, I'll double check with you before I leave. But then I'm going to hop off of here pretty shortly. What I'm doing right now is covering up the glue so that any excess can be used next time. And then I let the glue that's on the table dry up, and the next time I come into work, I scrape it off. It's pretty satisfying. Maybe I'll post a little video of the glue getting scraped. Scraped. I said scraped. You missed the whole stream? Well, it does post as a full video afterwards. There just won't be the chat in there. But I try really hard to repeat the things that people ask so it makes sense in the videos afterwards. But I do post most of them in full. I've taken a couple down because I've said some things I shouldn't have said. I gotta be smart. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these outside before I turn the live off. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd probably agree with you too, Alistair. I would agree with the people that don't agree with it. We kind of suck. All right, well. Woo, shit. Watch where you're walking when you're walking through a shop, because I just took a whole knee out. Damn. Oh, damn, that's bad. That was quick. My whole knee's purple. I'm going to forget about that so I can skate later. Yes, Alistair is number one. Yeah, that hurt really bad. I'm sorry. I won't say or nor anymore, or clearly you guys are going to reach through the phone and drag my knee directly into the corner of this concrete press. That did not feel good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Australia, as a continent, as a country. Yep, you know what? I'll keep adding to the points. Number one, Taz Papas did it first. You guys survive every day while everything around you wants to kill you. You got really cool spiders. I know that. And omniboards. And you got omniboards out there. So the Papas family lives there. I do need a McRib. I'm tired. I'm actually going to go home and make myself breakfast at noon. That sounds good. Some sausage, bacon, and eggs. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that bullshit I'm supposed to say. Get a life at lifeskateboard.com. That part's not bullshit. Thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. I'll try to post before I go live again. Bye-bye. Have a good day.